How you doing, everybody? This is Jehoiadak Maccabeus Everyday Survival. Hope everybody's doing good out there today. I'm just starting to get limbered up and feel partially human. Takes, a lot of times 2 to 4 hours for me to get limbered up enough to where stuff isn't hurting. It's not like that every time, but that night Mad Chad was here. We was up to about 3 a.m. talking, and I woke up once in the night and had to piss, but other than that, I slept really good that night. It's one of the best nights of sleep I've had in a long time. But I really cherish those nights. But not trying to complain, just sharing with you where I'm at. Complaining never does you any good, period. It doesn't do your soul any good. It doesn't do any good in other people's eyes. To me, it don't. I hate to sit around hearing somebody complaining about stuff, and it's like they don't have anything positive left in them, you know. Because we all got struggles, you know. And I mean, I don't mind hearing about struggles. It's the whole mindset through the struggle. I think, you know, you have to be positive about things. I did buy me a pack of store-bought cigarettes this morning, so I don't have to keep hopping up and getting out of the doorway here and rolling a cigarette. Kind of lazy that way today. Aid, he's a friend of mine here on YouTube. I've known Aid for probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I'll try to remember to tag him in the video. He's from the UK. I think he's living here in the States now. He was down in Texas, but he's into prepping and bushcrafting and survival and all that. But he asked me to show my sheath that I made for the meat cleaver. And it's off of a safety belt, and that padding that goes around the back, this is an older one, probably from maybe late 70s or even in the 80s. It could be 90s. I don't know. It was a fairly old safety belt. But this was the leather off of that padding area that goes across your back. We always called them the kidney belt. But I showed you the hone that I keep in there. And the meat cleaver. Basically what I did, all that stitching and stuff was already, that's all part of the original product. And it was burrowed in there pretty good, so I didn't even bother picking it all out. It kind of added to the character of the sheath to me. And you can see it's solid across the back. Then it comes across, and that's where the edges touch. And I just folded it up. And the end was, you know, it's kind of wide, and then it tapered down like this. That's all that end was, and I just rolled it up, put it in place, left this one section a little long, cut it down, doubled it up to make the area where the snap goes. The snap's off of another old piece of leather. Everything's recycled except for the snaps. I put a brass snap here to hold it down in there, close the sheath up over the top of the cleaver. Sorry, getting the hiccups. Side effect of the pain medication. Usually starts half hour or so after I take a pain pill. Put a snap in here to hold the my mind don't always work right. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The strap that holds the knife in. But then I use the stuff. It's called it's Gorilla Glue product, or Gorilla product. It's an epoxy, a clear epoxy, and the stuff's tough. It's resilient, real good for holding stuff together. And I put another piece of leather down inside of there, some real thin stuff that I had for a backing, and I epoxied this part of it to the thin piece of leather down inside of there, then rolled this up and epoxied it. There is no stitching in it. And one of the concerns I had with the epoxy was if it gets wet, causing it to work loose. And so far with the Gorilla stuff, I've not had any issues with it. A lot of the sheaths I made, I epoxy most of the stuff, but a lot of them I'll go ahead and put some stitching in or some rivets to help hold it all together just in case. And I don't use, I do use rivets, like here. I used a rivet to hold this on with a copper washer on the back. But I use a lot of Chicago screws. You can buy a tray of them, different sizes. If you order any off Amazon, make sure of the sizes. The first one I ordered, I wasn't paying attention, and I ended up with a bunch of longer ones that I didn't need. That was kind of it was my fault, because I sent the link to somebody else's before I got me a debit card and all that set up so I could order my own stuff. And when the link went to them, it didn't go to the size that I sent. It went to the original setting of whatever Amazon had, and she ordered me some longer ones. So I had to order another pack of them. And they're just a plastic tray like this. There's probably 6 different sizes. They start out real short, and they'll get up longer and longer, up to about a 1/2 inch in the small one. Then the next one's 1/2 inch on up to probably 1.25 inches. But yeah, that's all there is to it, Aid. Hope that's helpful, and you stay safe and have a good day, y'all.